Coming up on NewsVision, the University of Miami celebrates Earth Day.
We'll tell you how students hug the lake in a live report. Then last call in Coconut Grove comes earlier than it does in the rest of Miami, but one bar is fighting back against those closing times.
Graduating members of the Hurricanes football team gear up for the NFL draft this weekend. I'll tell you who might get selected coming up in sports.
Live from the studios of the School of Communication at the University of Miami, this is NewsVision, a production of UMTV.
Good evening and welcome to NewsVision. I'm Terry Hornstein.
And I'm Brian Yennis. Thanks for joining us. Today we celebrate 40 years of Earth Day. Students here at the University of Miami are hosting several activities to promote environmental sustainability. The Rosenstiel School organized a conference similar to the original one back in 1970. That conference in the UC Lower Lounge ends at 9 tonight.
An Earth Day tradition continued on campus today when students gathered to hug Lake Osceola. UMTV's Tamika Bickham is joining us live in the School of Communication courtyard with more on the event. Tamika?
To help celebrate 4 decades of Earth Day, several hundred University of Miami students joined hands around the lake to give it a great big hug. Over 700 people gathered around Lake Osceola this afternoon to hold hands and hug the lake.
All the effort, you have some people stretching out like with their feet trying to make that circle close.
Kemi Joseph is the former president of student organization Random Acts of Kindness, which is responsible for putting on the Earth Day event. Hug the Lake has been taking place since 2007 after President Donna Shalala started the Green New Initiative.
I think that it creates school spirit. It's a wonderful tradition. It was started here at the University of Miami, and it's just a lot of fun for everybody to turn out and hug the lake.
Cane spirit is definitely alive. Random Acts of Kindness President Gustavo Lang Jr. is impressed with the way the turnout has grown.
It was a great moment, and when I said, when everyone said together, Happy Earth Day, and everyone cheered, and that was a fantastic moment.
Happy Earth Day!
Hug the Lake is a fun event, but actually a lot of work goes into the preparation. The president spent 2 months actually preparing for this event that only lasted 20 minutes. Reporting live from the School of Communication courtyard, I'm Tamika Bickham.
Thank you, Tamika.
UM police are looking for a former student who was seen trespassing on campus. 26-year-old Rafael Chinchilla has been banned from all UM campuses since 2005 after he was charged with disorderly intoxication. Students and faculty received a safety alert Monday saying he was seen on campus. If you spot Chinchilla on campus, UMPD asks that you call them at 305-284-6666.
A UM booster is in jail tonight facing charges of running a near billion-dollar Ponzi scheme. Nevin Shapiro was arrested on charges of money laundering and securities fraud Wednesday. Prosecutors say Shapiro ran a $900 million Ponzi scheme and fooled investors into thinking they were buying into a wholesale grocery business in Miami Beach. Shapiro paid $150,000 for a student-athlete lounge to be named after him.
President Clinton made an appearance on campus last weekend. He hosted the 3rd annual Clinton Global Initiative University. At the opening ceremonies, the CGI founder spoke to more than 1,000 students from all over the globe, praising them for committing themselves to projects for social change. He then moderated a panel including Surgeon General Regina Benjamin and recording artist Pharrell Williams. On Sunday, the former president joined former Miami Heat star Alonzo Mourning and student volunteers for a service project in Homestead. They painted tiles and planted trees at the Miami-Dade County Homeless Trust Complex. The complex houses more than 500 homeless people.
Last call is something many bar patrons never want to hear, but Miami commissioners have made closing times earlier in Coconut Grove. I went to the Grove to see how shorter hours have affected the bar scene.
A steady stream of cars drive into Coconut Grove on any Thursday, Friday, or Saturday night. Hundreds of people come here to have a few drinks and meet with their friends. But a city ordinance has rolled back last call from 5 a.m. to 3 a.m. The manager of Moe's says this change has only cost the Grove business.
People don't come to the Grove anymore. When you can go to South Miami and you can drink till 5 a.m., you can go to South Beach and drink till 5 a.m.
The ordinance passed in June 2008, and commissioners say the amount of accidents has gone down tremendously. They believe less bar time will mean less drunk driving accidents. Others aren't so sure.
It makes no sense to have one little portion of Miami be 3 o'clock and everywhere else be 5 o'clock.
Moe's has lost 40% of its revenue since the ordinance passed. Many argue that the earlier closing times are further eliminating jobs.
Since our profits are down, we now can't afford to have hostesses full-time. We had to cut 30 jobs. 30 jobs.
And bars like this one depend on their late night business. They say they're losing more than just profits.
I lost not only shifts and money, I lost my health insurance. That means my son lost his health insurance.
For city residents and business owners, the fight for the late night will continue.
Mr. Moe's filed a lawsuit against the city of Miami last Thursday. The suit says that the bar has lost thousands of dollars and more than half of its workforce due to the new 3 a.m. ordinance. Mr. Moe's asked for damages of more than $15,000 and wants the city to stop enforcing the ordinance. And we want to know what you think about bars in Coconut Grove. Should they be able to stay open till 3 a.m., later than 3 a.m.? You tell us what you think on our Facebook and Twitter pages. You can follow us on Twitter by searching for UMTV NewsVision. And you can do the same on Facebook and become a fan of NewsVision.
An incoming freshman is already making a name for herself. Allison Novak, a senior at Miami Beach Senior High, is the Miami-Dade School District's Outstanding School Youth Volunteer for 2010. She won for her work with the Rock the Vote campaign and with 1308 Productions, which supports music education. Novak is set to start at UM's School of Communication in the fall.
The Canes Carnival is back this year and will be offering hungry students on campus free food and entertainment. The carnival will kick off tomorrow night on the University Green. It will run from 8 p.m. to midnight and will provide students plenty of opportunities to play carnival games.
I'm excited about the carnival. Free food is an amazing thing, especially at this carnival, because it's not just small things. It's like large meals. I'm pretty excited about that.
I don't know. I'm really excited to play some of the games.
But I hope the weather's good, right?
Yeah. Julie, how's the weather going to be this weekend?
Well, good news. If you're attending the carnival tomorrow, the weather looks awesome, much like today. Plenty of sunshine and nice and warm. As we take a look at the satellite, we can just see how nice it really was today. Very, very dry. As you can see, this dry air mass is over us right now, and just a few clouds passing by today. And this is a welcome relief after this wet April we have had. Take a look at the rainfall totals so far this month. Here in Miami, today we've seen a little over 6 inches of rain, which is 3 times what we normally would. And in Fort Lauderdale, we've seen about 5.5 inches of rain, which is nearly double what we would normally see. Are we going to add more rainfall inches to our totals, though, this weekend? I'll let you know coming up in the newscast. Terry?
Thanks, Julie. Tomorrow night, the percussion department in the Frost School of Music will hold a concert in the Gusman Hall. It starts at 8 p.m. and features contemporary chamber and solar works performed by both students and guest performers. Admission is free.
The UM Theater Department is stepping away from traditional musicals to put on a show that will have lots of students singing along. UMTV's Cassie Glenn, it gives us an inside look at the production that takes us away from Miami and into New York.
Broadway hit Rent is playing at the University of Miami's Jerry Herman Ring Theater until May 1st.
I'm really excited. I've been waiting for this since like the summer.
Dancing on tables, swinging on ropes, and singing on catwalks, this show is unique to UM, according to actor Heath Saunders.
We haven't really done a contemporary rock musical here ever, as far as I know.
And co-director Christine Kellogg believes this will draw more student audiences to the show.
I'm guessing that the younger crowd will embrace it. They know all the music, probably sing along.
Sophomore Trent Saunders plays Benny, a disliked character in the show.
Rent, my amigos, is due, or I will have to evict you.
Because Benny is, you know, I don't know, am I allowed to swear?
And one of the many who grew up to the music of Rent.
As a theater goer, you have no choice but to know every single lyric to without actually realizing that you know every single lyric to it.
Despite the popularity of the show Rent, lack of flyers and posters around campus, like places here in the UC, lead to many students not even knowing it's coming. Many students, like freshman Alyssa Drazen, don't even know where the ring is.
Is it like over there, that circle by the art department?
Some are going to Rent for their first Ring experience.
I'm most excited about getting to see the Ring Theater. Like, I've heard that it's a different sort of theater because of, you know, the Ring Theater is set up.
Whether it's your first or 50th time to the theater, the goal is the same.
I just want people to enjoy themselves and you know, hopefully love the show.
With UMTV,